Before I start, just so you know, just heads up, this is not a hate video. Also, don't use my comment section as a hate forum either, like some of you did with my DLC explanation video. All right, I'm not, I'm not responsible for the changes that Bungie makes. So you know, leaving dislike into my video doesn't really, help. But yeah, so Bungie's state of the game was a little while ago, and the community is pretty pissed off. And normally, I think the online community is a bit too reactionary when it comes to Bungie. But you know, I kind of get it, and I agree with them this time. I haven't been playing this game a lot, and since I'm not playing it, I'm not making content for it. And I thought I'd share my thoughts on the state of the game. It was disappointing. I mean, it wasn't all bad. You know, they showed changes like how you get stasis fragments is changing now. You can buy them like with the other subclasses, which is, you know, a change that should have been made a long time ago. And you know, a new PvP mode where we get to use the old seasonal relics. That's pretty cool because I miss using the scythe. But other than that, I think it was pretty disappointing. There's lots of different reasons to play Destiny, and they've managed to upset all of the different parts of the community. PvP, PvE, Gambit players, the fashion side of Destiny, and the lore people like myself. If you've read the state of the game, you know, you can leave a comment down below and share your thoughts. I'm of the opinion that you have to allow devs to fail sometimes. What I mean by that is, you know, when a game tries new things, they won't always nail it the first time around. So, you know, I give them room to fail, you know, take feedback, figure stuff out, and keep implementing and working on it. And I'm well aware that can take 6 to 8 months or more, because game dev takes a long time. But it seems like the second half of that isn't happening, where they take the feedback. So in the state of the game, they kind of kill off Gambit, saying that it has low interaction. But the issue with that logic is they kind of did fuck all with Gambit, so people don't play it because nothing new is happening, you know, besides the people who like to play Gambit. Which sucks because, you know, I'm one of those people. I like Gambit. I've always heard people talking about Gambit Prime, and I've seen the cosmetics, and I was always hoping they'd brought it back because I wasn't playing this game back when Gambit Prime was on, and they never did. And now it looks like that is, you know, never gonna happen. On the PvP side of things, they don't add new maps, and I see a lot of PvP players complain about bugs and stability. Bungie says they won't put resources toward that because PvP is only 30 to 40% of the player base, so they'll focus on PvE instead. I enjoy all of those modes. You know, I love Gambit and Crucible, but I'm mainly a PvE player, and I don't like the changes happening in PvE either. I'm gonna be honest, outside the quality of life changes like loadouts, any new raid and dungeon, I don't like most of the changes happening during Lightfall. The first change I thought was unnecessary was the mod change. I didn't like it, but I lived with it. I kind of just adapt when changes are made that I don't like, but I kind of just stopped playing because I've had to adapt so much. The game doesn't feel fun unless I'm playing with other people now, and I've been playing solo since the start, so that alone is like a giant red flag for me. They increased the difficulty of the Vanguard playlist for, I don't know why, which doesn't make sense to me. We have Grandmaster, Nightfall, raids, dungeons, lost sectors, and a whole set of difficult endgame content, and even strikes and regular Nightfall have their own tiers of difficulty. It made no sense to increase the lower end difficulty for that entire playlist. I stopped playing the Vanguard playlist altogether because I used to just go in that playlist, you know, turn on music, turn my brain off and shoot things and have a good time without trying at like 2 AM if I couldn't sleep. But now I have to actually try because they upped the difficulty a little bit, and these are the free modes, which means the people who don't have DLCs and strong weapons are in this mode. I've had to carry people in strikes because some of them die a lot or can't do enough DPS. You know, I'm not blaming those free-to-play players, because before you couldn't fail a strike. It was super easy and quick to do, just in and out, easy weekly pinnacle. And it's just not fun anymore. Nightfalls are also not fun because they up the difficulty there too. I don't do them unless it's a mission I like now. And that's not to say my builds can't handle the difficulty, it's just, you know, it's not fun. It's just not fun having to try for the end game content, and then when I want easy content like strikes, I still have to kind of try there too. The real reason I play this game is for the lore and the characters. That's why I buy DLCs. Destiny story is so good, but Lightfall kind of butchers that. Don't get me wrong, the storytelling is still great, but they decided to change the execution on how they distribute the story for Lightfall, and it is terrible. We already lose all of the seasonal quest and story bits when a new DLC launches, but at least the campaigns remain and they feel like their own standalone experience until Lightfall. The campaign accomplishes nothing. They've opted for this new way of storytelling that's basically trying to be mysterious, give the player a lot of questions, and then answer them by revealing stuff weeks or months later during the seasonal quests. And I hate this because 1, the campaign doesn't feel complete, and 2, the questions that the campaign leaves you asking are answered in seasonal quests, which will leave at the end of a DLC's life cycle. This current approach they have to the storytelling it doesn't work. The execution is poor, which is upsetting because, again, the good storytelling and cutscenes and lore is still there. Like, it's really fucking good. The Witness Origins cutscene was amazing, but the issue is a 3-minute cutscene and like 12 audio logs from this season, which most people, myself included by the way, didn't know existing because again, they wanted to be mysterious and let players come across these answers, so you know, they didn't highlight the icon where you can find a mission to hear those audio logs. Those audio logs literally explain everything you need to know about Lightfall DLC and the Veil. A single cutscene and 12 audio logs told me more about the Veil, the Traveler, and our enemy, more than the $50 campaign that I paid for. I don't have the reaction of, oh, this is what that ominous line meant 6 months ago. I have the reaction of, why the fuck wasn't this in the campaign? The seasonal quests also are a lot shorter now compared to the 50-step quests we had last year, spanning an entire season. And since I'm here for story, once the seasonal quest is done, so am I. Because I'm not having fun playing the other modes they changed, why else would I be playing? The way they're handling all aspects of this DLC doesn't really give me any confidence for the Final Shape DLC. I'm starting to see similar signs to other games I've played before, where it's kind of the downhill spiral and leads to me no longer playing. I'm not saying Destiny is dying or will die, so don't take that sentence that way. But you know, small early signs that, you know, start with the monetization stuff, like changing the default price of silver to 1200 when a battle pass only costs 1000 silver, and locking shaders behind bundles this season. I look forward to new exotic ornaments every season, but this season I've seen only one of the new exotic ornaments in the store for Bright Dust. This time last season, or during Witch Queen, most of the new ornaments you would have been able to buy for Bright Dust already. And some things they said this season just will be paid only. They're not going to Bright Dust store anymore. Bungie said they won't be doing yearly ritual armor anymore because no one uses it. The problem with that logic is, look at the style of the ritual armor compared to the style of armor in the Eververse store. If you don't make good skins for the ritual armor, then, you know, no one uses it. And then you say, well, no one uses this armor, so we'll just stop making them. That, along with the reoccurring trend of the entire player base saying they don't like certain changes, and then the dev responding with, we hear you, but we'll keep doing what we're doing. Yeah, those are all the signs I've seen before in games I no longer play. And it sucks that I feel very neutral and apathetic towards Destiny right now, because I was super passionate about it in January before Lightfall DLC. I'm at level 50 in this battle pass, and I most likely won't finish it because I haven't been playing and I don't really care either. I'm just off playing other games I have more fun with. It's the first time since 2019 I won't finish a pass for Destiny and get the cool cosmetics, and I don't even care. The cosmetics are also the second biggest reason I play this game, apart from the story. I really hope they change their mind about some of these decisions and take the feedback they're getting into account, because I would like to look forward to Destiny again. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on the game right now. If you made it this far into the video, I know some people might disagree with me. Feel free to leave a comment down below on what you think. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.